Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the run, it's Moore. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Anthony. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does, that could mean a big home run type completion.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It Smothers. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Little. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab down the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll give it to the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Catch in the middle, it's King. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Wide open downfield.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Smothers. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. With the catch, it's Anderson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Always looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Finds his tight end. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, bad news he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Great place to start for this offense. On the move, it's Smothers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it